it's time for Discoveries with D. That's me. Thank you for clicking on this video. This week it's all about The Bachelor again. Yep, and spoiler alert, if you have not seen last night's episode, which was November 2nd, week 6, hometowns, then I'd say stop here because I'm going to spill the tea on what happened last night. Okay. It was hometown weeks for all three of the contestants. Gary went to their hometowns, met their families, which is funny because if you're a Bachelor or Bachelorette watcher, they always would go meet the parents and the siblings. Now he's meeting the children and the grandchildren and the friends, which I think is a different spin, really. It's interesting. Definitely a different dynamic. But it was interesting. I have a few things to say. First, we went to see Teresa. She's in New Jersey, which I didn't realize she was in New Jersey because I'm in New Jersey, but she's north, I'm south. So my problem with I just don't like Teresa. I really don't, but I think he does. He likes them all, obviously, but I think he really likes Teresa. I don't know. Her family seemed okay. Her daughter was a little bit perturbed that if she hooks up with Gary, will have to move, and they depend on Teresa. Apparently Teresa's there all the time. That's interesting, isn't it? Mommy might, be moving, because he didn't sound like he wanted to move to any of their locations, which is interesting. See, that's my big pet peeve with The Bachelor. And I know the whole thing is probably scripted anyway, but I think when you're doing that show, if you pulled ladies from the local area, it might be better, because half the time they break up because nobody wants to move. And I get that, not everyone wants to move somewhere else. You have especially at that age, it's just, when you're younger, you're young, you're in your 20s, you'll do anything. But when you're in your 60s and 70s, you're kind of set where you're at, I don't know, I just found that was interesting. He did say he loved them all, which again, I thought was a bit weird. I don't remember any of the other bachelors saying that. I don't know. Teresa's still not my favorite. Even after last night, her daughter seemed sweet. Her grandboys were sweet. They seem nice enough, the sisters. And they all think, and it's funny, every family thought, oh my God, he's smitten with her. Oh, I've never seen her look so happy. And it kind of makes you so sad about that. But when we move on to Faith, she was from Washington, I believe it was. Don't you love the horseback when she came on horseback? I thought that was just sweet. She had 2 sons. They were very cute. Sweet boys. Love seeing their mother happy. It's so sweet to see that. Said he loved her too. Again, I don't know about that. Like, I get a little bit discouraged. Like, you can't love somebody after a few weeks. The fact that he said it, I don't know, it kind of disturbs me a bit. Especially being older, he should know. How about I like you a real lot and I could fall in love with you, but I don't know. They've never really been in a traditional relationship. It's been this whole, thing. I kind of feel like she's that one that I'm unsure of. He didn't really... I think in all honesty, she was the one, I felt anyway, that if he didn't pick her, she would survive. The other two... I'm not so sure. I'm not sure if Leslie, she's very, and Teresa. Teresa's a little older, but I feel like Leslie's the one, if he doesn't pick her, she's good. She's good, And he's got, he's got the hots for Faith. I can see that. So again, disappointed he said he loved her, but I thought it was a cute, again, same thing. Oh, we never seen our mother so happy, and yada, yada, yada. Interesting. And then we go to, I think I have MN. Leslie's hometown date. And what I found interesting about this one, out of all of them, he talked to her brother and he said, will I have your permission to propose to her? Now, he didn't say it to Faith's kids or Teresa's daughter, which I did find interesting. I'm like, you didn't ask that the other 2 dates. Well, I missed it. And if I missed it, let me know. Because, sometimes I miss stuff. But yeah. My person. Oh, yeah. He said, out of all the ones loved, the one he said to Leslie seemed the most sincere. And he kept, remember in last week's episode, he kept saying, you're my girl. You're my girl. He whispered it to her. I don't know. And she's the one I worry about the most, I think, mentally. I feel like she's, Yeah, the one I worry about most. That's going to be the most devastated. But the fact that he asked her brother, I thought that was interesting. He didn't say anything to the other ones. And I felt like she got the least airtime on the show. When it came to all the hometown dates, I felt like she had heard... I felt like Teresa's was too long. Faith's was fine. And Leslie's was not long enough. I felt like they didn't give enough airtime to her. Just saying. Now, is it because he chooses Teresa? I don't know. And then we get to the rose ceremony. Crying again. And then couldn't pick between the two. Oh, you've got... I mean, they drag this out for ratings and effect. I really don't think it was that tragic. I think they've done that before. Drag it out another week because we got to sit on pins and needles. Yeah, didn't appreciate that. I mean, come on. Just pick two. I just find that a little bit annoying. I did. And crying again. Look, he was going to throw up at one point. How's he going to be when it's down to two? Because he's going to literally throw up. You know, get it together. You know what this is about. You know what's going on. It's all for the drama. And I'm so over the drama. I really am. I'm over being like, it's all... To me, that makes it look scripted when you do stuff like that. Oh, seriously? Just pick two. So we don't know whether he picked Teresa or Faith. He did give Leslie a rose. She got the first one, which I kind of thought she was. But he couldn't pick between the other two. He's having said, I need more time. Oh, you got to be kidding me. So we won't know till next week. So I'm going to assume the episode next week will start with him picking one of the two and then go right into the two dates. Which, I've been looking forward to Fantasy Suite Night all through this whole thing. So we've got a lot to talk about next week when we find out about Fantasy Suites. I wonder in that little envelope where the key is, will there be a Viagra? I don't know. But we will see. So that is it. That is the update from Hometown Week. Again, disappointed that you couldn't pick one. Come on, Gary, get with it. I would have, like I said, and it's funny, they did bring up Teresa's age, that she's the oldest one between the other two in their 60s. I was wondering if that was going to come up, but it did. So maybe they'll throw her in as one of the final two just because she's 70. Just to, throw us a little bit. Whatevs. I'm over waiting another week, but that is it. I hope you enjoy my little spill of tea on The Bachelor. Golden Bachelor, week 6. If you did, let me know with a thumbs up. Comment below what you thought. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I'm curious because, he should have picked somebody. I'm sitting there going, not Teresa, not Teresa. And Teresa's like going, oh boy, oh boy. And would you want to be one of those two who got picked because he can't decide? Oh, hell no. I would have said, oh, I'm leaving. I think I would have walked out and hooked up with Jesse. I'm just saying. Because, yeah, if he can't decide, then heck, I'm out of here. But, all right, my lovelies, that is it for me today. And if you haven't yet hit that subscribe button, join us here at Discoveries with D. We just like to recap stuff here. I'm going to do a little bit more of this. I've really been slacking off on my recaps. I think I'm going to go film, maybe this weekend, my favorite Netflix, like my Netflix watch list. That's what's going to be called, my watch list. Because I have just finished an episode last night, a series called, I don't know what it was called, Safe. It was an 8-part Safe, again, filmed is one of those British mysteries, which I adore the British mysteries. So again, if you have a great Netflix show you'd like me to watch, comment that down below too, because I'm always looking for a new Netflix binge series. But I do have a few that I have to talk about. So that is it for me. I will dish with you another day. Oh my God, we're dishing here too. We will spill the tea another day. Goodbye, gang.